Hi everyone. In this video, we'll learn about the database functions in Excel. Let me begin by providing a brief introduction to Microsoft Excel before we proceed further. Microsoft Excel is a widely used computer application that has revolutionized the way individuals and businesses handle data. Learning Excel is beneficial for both personal and professional growth since it operates on functions. What are Excel functions? Excel is used to calculate and manipulate numbers and text. To do this, we use formulas. So formulas are nothing but expressions that tell Excel what you want to do with the data. So they begin with the equal symbol followed by a combination of operators and functions. Okay, what are operators? Operators are symbols that specify the type of calculation you want to perform on the elements of a formula. For example, if you want to add two numbers, then you can type 2 plus 2. But in Excel, we must start typing by equal sign, equal, then 2 plus 2 into a cell. So once you hit enter, then Excel will run the formula and return the result, that is, which is 4. Then in that slide, I have given few operators. So for example, arithmetic operators, you all know plus, minus, multiplication, division. These are called arithmetic operators. Then some comparison, equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Like that operators can be used. Excel automatically treats cell contents that start with equal as formulas. So this also applies when you begin a cell with the plus or minus symbols. Let me say a few words about database functions. When working with the databases or tables in Microsoft Excel, several built-in functions can perform various operations such as counting, filtering, summing, and so on. So database functions are more powerful than normal functions and are identified by the letter D at the beginning of their names. It is important to note that these database functions only work on proper databases or tables. Database functions are essential tool for analyzing data stored in a database. See, these are the database functions, some built-in database functions. D-average. In Excel, we have ordinary average function. But here you see starts with D. So D average, D count A, D get, D max. So these are the few specific inbuilt database functions. In the next class, in this slide, let us see the general syntax for the database functions. So function name of database, field, criteria. These are the three parameters. So for example, a function name daverage or dsum. So equal to dsum of database, field, criteria. So in the first parameter, database is the entire data set we want to work with. Then the second parameter, field. So this only requires selecting the header of the column we want to work with, not the entire column's data, just header of the column. That means you can select the cell, okay, header of the column, or you can give the name of the particular header within double quotes, or the index of the particular column. Okay, in three ways you can fill this second parameter, that is field. Then third parameter is called the criteria. This is nothing but the range of cells that contain the conditions that will determine which records are to be included in the calculations. So criteria have the label of column or columns to be filtered and the condition or conditions under the label. Okay? We can have more than one column or more than one condition. These are the three parameters. So for all the database functions, this is the syntax. Only function name will be changing. Then remaining all three parameters are same: database, field and criteria. Let's understand how to use the database functions in Excel with some examples. So in this example I have taken, this is the data set. Data set with 5 columns: serial number, name, marks, age and height. So first enter the field names or columns in a single row. Okay, without that serial number I have entered all the columns in a single row where you would like to add to the criteria. For example, if you want to filter Joe in a column named name, okay, column name is name. So now which one we are going to filter means the name Joe. Our criteria should be like this, okay, like this: name is a column name, then name of a particular person. For example, I'm going to use this d-average function. So here just you click here. Whenever you type a formula on a particular cell, so starts with equal sign. Okay. So next you type the name of the function, that is d-average. Here it is. You can select, double click. Then you see here the first parameter is database. So database is nothing but the entire data set we want to work with. So this is the entire data set. Just you select. The cell starts with A3, then ends with E15. This is the E, then last one is 15. Next comma. So in the second parameter is nothing but field. Okay, already I told you field means what? It only requires selecting the header of the column we want to work with, not the entire column's data. Here, I look at here. So first one is data set, range of the data set. Second one is field. Field is nothing but header of the column. Okay, in three ways you can give. So here header of the column is, for example, I am going to select this marks. Okay, C3. This first column is 1, 2, 3. So A, B, C. Header of the column is C3. Or you can give like this. Name of that header of the column, marks. So directly you can give marks within double quotes. Or 3. 3 is nothing but index of the particular column. 1, 2, 3. So in three ways you can fill the second parameter, that is field. Next comma. Third parameter is called a criteria. So criteria means the range of cells that contain the conditions that will determine which records are to be included in the calculations. So in the criteria have the label of column or columns to be filtered and conditions under the label. So for us, this is the criteria. Here, name of the person is Joe. So in this data set we have two times, first Joe and here also Joe. This is our criteria cell. So next you close the parenthesis. Okay. After that just you press the enter key. Just you hit the enter key. Yeah, this is the answer. So what's the average of this Joe's mark means? Here you see Joe. First mark is 80. Then in the 12th record, again we have Joe 81. So average of these two 80 and 81, average is 80.5. Okay. So I hope you all understood that is the average. The next step, if we need to add the second value for name, okay. For example, I am going to add Sita. The second value should be placed under the first one. Okay, first name is Joe, then the second name I have typed Sita. The below criteria refer to the records that have Joe or Sita. When you type under one by one, that means it indicates R. Okay, this connection indicates R. So the below criteria refer to the records that have Joe or Sita values in the corresponding name. Okay, so this is nothing but OR connection. Okay, either Joe or Sita. Okay, next, let me explain you and. Alternatively, if you want to get records that have Joe for name and marks for example greater than 75, any condition, okay, greater than 75, so we need to use the same row. Okay, you should be very clear that Joe and 75. This should be the, we must use the same row. So this means this is AND connection. Okay. When you type Joe under the name of the Joe, if you type another name Sita, Kavita, or that is called OR connection. Like that, you can use multiple and multiple OR conditions. Okay, now let me check. Joe's mark greater than 75. Both the conditions should be satisfied. Okay. Now here it is. The average. Okay, just you select the average of the first parameter database. You select the entire database. Comma. Next, header of the column. For example, marks. Okay. Comma. This is the criteria. Okay, two criteria. Then you close it. This satisfies AND connection. Then you press enter key. We got the answer. Just you increase the size of the cell. Yeah, 80.5. Then next, I'll explain you this D max. D max is nothing but maximum of the given data set. Okay, here just click that equal sign. Okay, I'll change the color. Then here it is. Okay, I will delete this. Equal to D maximum. D M A X. D is nothing but a database. Then opening parenthesis, first parameter data set, select it. Then I'm going to select this column C3, comma, maximum marks. So criteria, this one. Already there's a condition. I'll delete this. Equal to D max of database, the entire data set, comma, which one, marks, comma, you select the entire thing. From this we are going to find which one is the maximum mark. Okay, you close it, enter. 97. I will increase it. Okay, you check 80, 76, 66, yeah, 97 is the highest one, maximum mark. Next one, D min, that is the minimum. Okay, let me take another column. So equal sign, then D min of the entire database, comma, header of column is age, that is D3, comma, then the entire thing, entire column, this one. Then you close it, minimum, okay, enter. 6, yeah, 8, 6, 14, only these two numbers compared to this 6 is the minimum. So this is the another function, dmin function. So next, dcount and dcount a. First of all, you must know what is dcount, okay, then dcount a. So dcount is nothing but it returns the total number of cells out of those requests that contain numerical values. Now let me take this example. Now I type dcount, C-O-U-N-T, dcount of the entire data set. Next field is I am going to use this E3, that is height. Okay. Then criteria is the full data set. Then you close, enter. We got the answer 10. How? Very simple. It gives only numerical values. The cells contain numerical values. Here, see 4 to 15. There are 12 records. See 1 to 12. 12 records. In that, out of this, we have only 10 numerical values. You see this column, this cell, the address of the cell is E8 and E13. In these two cells, we don't have any numerical values, just one hyphen is there. So totally 10. Okay, I repeat. Dcount function returns the total number of cells out of those requested that contain numerical values. Okay, next. Let me check dcount A. So dcount A, it returns the total number of cells out of the request that are not blank. That means it counts both numeric and text values when the field value is not empty. Okay, field value is not empty. So here I type this command equal to dcount. See, dcount A, just you double click, then database, the entire thing, comma, height, okay, comma, criteria, this data. Then you close it. Okay, before hit the enter key, look at this data set or database. We have 12 records. You see the serial number 1 to 12. In that, in this column, the fifth column, height, we have totally 10 numerical values. In the two cells, we have just a hyphen. So dcount A, what it will do means it returns, it counts both numeric and text values when the field value is not empty. So I hope you all understood. Enter, yeah, 12. Increase the size because totally 12 records, nothing is empty. So it counts, it returns the answer 12. Okay, like that, a few more functions we have. You can practice it. In the database functions, there are some advantages and disadvantages. When we see this, advantages means easy to create and modify filters and target columns without updating formulas, and also easy to manage complex filters. Then it supports and or logic checks. Then there are two disadvantages. One is data must have headers. Okay, like this. The headers are very important. Then slight learning curve. That's all.